everyone. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys had a good start to December and things are better than November. So, again, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes before all of you all join me in. In the meanwhile, let me check I'm on the right forum. And also, let me do the add everyone. Oh, perfect. I actually see myself. All right. Okay, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes until more of you all join me. Until then, I am going to do some channeling about what is in store for you for December as it's the last month, and also what to expect, a little glimpse into 2024. Hey Stephanie, good to see you. Hey Mai, good to see you. Hello Rebecca, good to see you. I hope you guys are excited about today's topic because this is like a much needed topic, especially with everything that's going on. You always wonder what exactly other people are thinking about you, right? Hi, Moni. Again, thanks, Moni, for suggesting that topic. Moni suggested last week's topic too, and this week's topic too. So big thanks to you, Moni. It was much necessary, and I'm very, very grateful that you suggested that topic. So, December again, you may feel like a weight has been lifted off because, we are approaching the holiday season. Things are meant to be much more lighter and hopeful. And also, you would feel like 2024 is coming, so things has to get better. And you are 100% right. Things are going to get better. You got to really, really believe that 2024 is going to be the year for twin flames because you know what? It is. Hi Bharati, so good to see you. I hope all of y'all are well. Let me know how have you guys been feeling this December. Have you guys started with a bang and you're feeling much more inspired and motivated, or are you still weighed down by November's energies? Hi Michelle, it's been a while. Good to see you again. All right. So, firstly, I would thank you all for all your tips. They mean a lot, and I'm able to spend more time to create content for you. And thank you very much. So, if any of you guys want a tip, this is my PayPal. I'll send it to you guys. So, tell me, guys, how have you all been? What is the general uh, theme of everything that you have been feeling? All right. Okay, I've got oh dear. Yeah, usually November has been tough, Michelle, and interestingly, it has been one of those months that really, really, because it was post October. October was a month of timeline shifting, timeline jumping. So November was a month of rest. So many of y'all may have had body aches. You may have had that urge to rest a lot. You may have just like slowed down a little and you may be wondering why. So it is actually the effects of November. But you guys will be fine. Hey, MJ, so good to see you. And our dearest MJ is away at the moment, but I'm so glad she's able to join us. Again, thanks to MJ that we are able to run this group. Again, I'm so grateful and yeah, I'm so thankful and grateful to God that MJ and I met, and MJ, had allowed me to help her run the group together, and we have been doing wonderful. So again, 2023 has been a wonderful year, and we have been, again, MJ has been doing so much for us. She started this group about 3 years ago, and look at the community she has created. So guys, say a big thanks to her for putting us all together. All right, so let me delve right into topic. So are you guys all excited for today's topic? I believe you guys are. All right. So, you see, being a divine feminine, you see, being a woman is not exactly the easiest feat in the world. And that too, being a divine feminine is not exactly an easy feat as well, especially when love in the 21st century has become so love has become very mechanical. Love has lost its essence of values. Right now we live in a society where people don't exactly marry for love all the time. People marry for a bunch of many reasons. A lot of young people, they marry because they don't want to look like the odd one out in society. Usually people who are you know attractive and irresistible, they are like hooked even at the point of middle school. And then after that, there goes their life. They are not even given the space by the opposite sex to find out what the world is and find out what love is. They are just hooked based on popularity, and then they suffer because they don't find love in their partner, and because of labels in society like marriages, partnership, it's not easy for people to break off those marriages. And some happen to be twin flames, and hence, when they meet, they are divine feminine. They are like, oh my goodness, I never knew a love like this could exist. And that's when all the trouble starts brewing, right? So, this is one scenario. And then we've got other scenarios where some twin flames are just single and they are so used to the single lifestyle, and they are so tired of 3D love that they decide to be the way they are until they meet their twin flame in 3D. They're so jaded by love. It could be past experiences, a series of broken relationships. They are not able to embrace the reality of the relationship. So, how does all of this pan out to the outside society? Home wreckers, crazy, insane. What is wrong with these people? Obsession. Why can't they just move on from this person? These are what society is going to think about you guys, right? About twin flames in general. Inherently, like I always talk about it, twin flames are meant to be very sacred, and it's not something that was coined yesterday or the day before yesterday. It has been in existence since way before creation. It has been part of us. However, because the sacredness of love, not everywhere, but in most parts of earth, has disappeared, people find it hard accepting a love like a twin flame journey, unless they are twin flames, or they find this incredibly ridiculous. And of course, the recent documentaries aren't helping either. Having said that, it is very difficult, especially when you are. So, again, when you meet your twin flame, is totally, destiny, God, your own soul plan. So there is no particular time, or there is no particular motion, or there is no particular journey or path around it. It just happens and your whole world changes. Whatever age group you meet your twin flame, society is going to look at you like you are some insane person, because of the fact that when you are in separation phase, they don't quite understand why you're not able to let go of the other person. Or in some cases, if your twin flame is with someone else, or in other situations, why, as the divine feminine, or it could be in the reverse as well, as a divine feminine, why you're not able to just move on and be with someone else. If love was that easy, everyone would be happy, because fundamentally the love is the vibration that gives people peace and contentment. And a lot of people in the world are seeking for love, peace, and peace and contentment, right? So if love was that easy, and why is love so hard? It's because of years and years of conditionings, and this is how we have been taught to believe, and hence the way we are taught to approach love and what love in itself is are two very different things. Number one, love has no judgment. Love has no conditions. Anyone can love anyone. See, this is how it is. If love is based on looks or external wealth, there's nothing wrong about it too. But if there's no intrinsic value in love, it is not going to be sustainable. Unfortunately, a lot of marriages tend to fall apart due to these reasons. And this I'm talking based on my experience as a lawyer who does family law cases as well. And I always say this in my lives, the third year, 15th year, 30th year and 40th year is when a lot of people want to end their marriages, and you're wondering like why they should have ended it in the first 3 years itself, or they should have not even gotten together. But unfortunately, people are so fixated with settling down and having love that they don't focus inward. And hence that's why this twin flame journey is about inward focus, right? You're given that opportunity to experience what it is like to be loved, to feel love, to have that meeting, and then that separation phase takes place. And that separation phase is not necessarily because you're not healed enough, or because you have to go through suffering. It is actually there to empower you to find your own inner value. So it's more of like getting rid of conditioning phase. So when you are in the separation phase, you're going to be totally questioned, and you're totally going to be looked at as though like you're going to be condemned for being who you are in the separation phase, right? Because this is when you go through a lot of things: dark night of the soul, soul shock. Hence, number one, you have to understand the people around you. Not everyone is bad, or they think they are crazy because they want to think you're crazy, because this is what they have been used to. This is what they have been taught as love. So when you are harboring around for feelings that, when you're harboring feelings for someone who is not reciprocating it, because that's how it would look like, in the separation phase, or it's taking a lot of time, it tends to confuse people around you. Before that, I'm going to say hi to all of the new people who have joined me. Hey Samantha, good evening. Karen, hi Mackenzie, hi Nicole, hi Lauren, hi Tamara. And Dawn says, I'm here and my friend Laura is joining, and I'll send a tip for her because she doesn't have it. Oh, no worries about it, Dawn. And hi to your friend Laura as well. I see a good group of people. I hope you find this topic. I believe you guys would find this topic enthralling, and it is much necessary as well. So, when you're in that separation phase where people don't quite understand what you're doing, a lot of your first circle, family members, and friends may start to intervene. And that's all right. That shows that they actually love you and respect you and are concerned about you. And also, now that the whole twin flame journey is not quite popular at the very moment, you may face more interventions, which is fine. But most important thing is you have to trust yourself and God in this journey, because if you're doubting, then you're going to fall into wells and wells of pain and sadness and depression as well. So then you would end up being in a place where you may be like, maybe people around me, what they're telling me is right. And the reality is, the twin flame journey has no anchor or no scientific evidence or basis. But that's the thing for most of the things in society. There is no scientific or rational or logical evidence when two people in 3D get together that they're going to be together forever, right? Nothing. That when it comes to love, there is no basis. That's why you've got phrases like, oh, you see, I can't remember an idiom that comes to. That's why you have sayings like, in love, people don't even know what they're seeking or looking for, because love is such a strong feeling. But often, love can be confused with infatuation or some kind of intrinsic value or extrinsic value, right? And most of this intrinsic and extrinsic value in 3D relationships are pretty simple. As long as the guy can provide stability and security and both nowadays, because men and women, exactly, thanks Mackenzie, love is blind. That's what I was trying to remember and I couldn't. People just get into relationships based on what is going on around them at the moment. So this is very, very common practice. Like example, you have a group of friends, one friend gets married, the other gets married, the other gets married. Before you know it, if you happen to be the fourth friend, you will be pressured to get married to, because you'll start talking about how wonderful being in a relationship is, this, that. Everyone is trying to make everyone like everyone so that they don't feel like they are the odd one out. But unfortunately, if you are a twin flame, being a twin flame is rare. Being in a twin flame journey is even rare. Meeting your twin flame in 3D right now is also very rare. So given that, you're not going to have a whole group of people like rejoicing you or supporting you, unless you are in places like this, you are in forums like this, and that's the only time you would tend to pretty much get that support or understanding of what the journey is. No worries, Dawn. I will just give her general channeling on later on once I'm done with the discourse. And hey, Shay, good to see you. And guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them as well. This topic is very difficult as well, and the whole purpose of this topic is how to manage people around you, because they classify you as being insane, right? It's all in the devotion. Like example, someone is practicing a religion or is pursuing a passion. Initially people will be like, what's wrong with you? You're going to fail, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Like, why are you even this? So you got to treat it like that. You got to treat this like a very individual journey where you only answer to yourself, God, and the twin flame journey. But at the same time, it is important to consider the feelings of the people closest to around you as well, especially when they are immediate family. They could be your children, they could be your parents, they could be your siblings, they could be your really close friends. But don't expect them to understand. And so you may be asking me this question, but isn't it unconditional love? Why can't they just accept what I'm doing from their perspective? Why can't they unconditionally accept my love for this journey? Well, they are afraid. They are afraid that you may fail, or they are afraid that you may suffer, because they see you suffering, and not exactly is the journey going to be smooth, right? It's You don't even know, as a divine feminine, you're not going to know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Like when your divine masculine is going to come. Even if your divine masculine comes back into your life, you don't know what is going to happen. You might go into another separation. um, you might you might not enter into a 3D kind of official relationship. You may just be at that state of like getting like it is not going to guarantee anything, and it can be very, very painful to your immediate family members, because it's not even the journey that causes them fear or worry or anxiety. It's you suffering all the time, and this is the pain. So if you have really good family members, supportive family members, and if they're intervening, or if you feel that you're being judged, if your family members truly care about you, they won't judge you, number one. But if they're really intervening, perhaps you could try explaining to them. But at the same time, you have to also understand that you don't have to explain yourself to anyone else. So the best thing is to live as normal as you can in society. Don't do any drastic moves of like cutting off your family and friends, because they can't accept. Just because they don't understand and they can't accept, that doesn't mean they don't love you. You're still you're still their family member. You're still their child, or you're still their mother. So you have to, the key to really winning in this is to still live in society, stay strong to your values about the twin flame journeys, and be able to function. It's The thing is, a lot of divine feminines go through the dark night of the soul, and then they go into bolts and bolts of depression. That's how it is to the external people around you, right? You're like always in pain and suffering. So hence, they think that you are in an toxic connection, or you are in an unrequited love kind of situation, or you're. So my advice and strategy is that don't talk about being in the journey. Don't even tell anyone that you have a divine masculine, that you are in this journey. See, the moment when you talk to people who are not on this journey, that you're on this journey, of course you're going to be judged, right? I mean, this is how it is in the world. And it is very difficult, especially when you are in the honeymoon phase, when you first meet your divine masculine. It is very, very difficult not to talk about him, because you're figuring it out and all of that. At the same time, when you're in the separation phase, yes, Mackenzie, yes, the advice you're going to get from people who don't quite understand the journey is they can only, and they come from a good place. It's not like they're judging your situation, they just don't want you to suffer. How do you feel about arranged marriage once you Mackenzie has a question? How do you feel about arranged marriage once you discover your twin flame journey? Once you're at a twin flame journey, you won't be able to partake in any kind of partnership, especially with divine feminines. It's really beautiful, because once you realize you are on a twin flame journey, you are a twin flame, you are a divine feminine, it is very difficult to harbor any kind of feelings. And arranged marriages can be very allergic, because you see, you don't want to hurt another person who comes in with all the hope of a marriage. So if you know that you're on a twin flame journey, my advice, but again, this is my opinion, would not to bring in other third parties, because eventually you're going to suffer, and you're going to cause the person you are in an arranged marriage situation to suffer as well. Why would you create those suffering, especially when you are in a situation whereby, if you want to appease the society, and if society's opinion is paramount to you, then perhaps you may not even be in the twin flame journey, because there are toxic situations, and that's what the external world may worry about you, because there are situations of unrequited love, there are situations of obsessive love, there are situations of toxic love as well. So, and they can all seem similar to the twin flame journey. It's how you are. So basically, when you are in a twin flame journey, if you are progressing spiritually, you are ascending, you're uncovering yourself, you are truly discovering yourself, then it is a twin flame journey. But if you're just going down the if you're really going down the path of becoming truly obsessed or insane. I mean, there is obsession in the twin flame journey. I'm not denying that. But if you're not growing spiritually, then you're not on a twin flame journey, and you need to be at another place to get the advice and help that you need to come back. Again, being in a twin flame journey, it's necessary not to have any kind of expectations either, because you don't know what is going to happen. And especially for divine feminines who meet their or make their first contact in their 20s or 30s, it's very difficult. It's a big choice. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to have kids? Do you want to um, especially 20s and 30s is when you feel the greatest amount of pressure to be with someone else and settle down, and it tends to be more for divine feminines than divine masculines, because men are never quite bothered as much as women traditionally and culturally and currently as well. It's a choice you have to make, especially when you grow up thinking that, hey, you're going to have kids, you're going to have a husband, you're going to have a beautiful house, you're going to have that picture perfect life. This is a choice you're going to make. So that's why walking on the twin flame journey is a very difficult one, and it's a choice that you have to make. Often it's not even a choice that you're going to make because you're just going with the wind. Usually there will be a lot of pressure from your family in the initial stages, because they will try to set you up, put you on dating apps, trying to force you to meet other people, because they are worried about the suffering that you're going through, and they're not able to understand that this is, you can only have one twin flame, right? Like, it's not like you can replace your twin flame with another person and everything will be all right. It doesn't work that way. So I'm just going to answer some questions here. Sarah, no one knows. People think I'm an idiot for putting up with what I put up. Exactly. That's what people would think. My DM saw his friend on Facebook posted a story saying something, thank you to my twin flame. He then asked me what is a twin flame. That's good, my. Just another thing. Thanks for actually putting that out. Guys, please, as much as it may seem romantic, don't ever tell your divine masculine that he is your divine masculine. That is like shooting yourself on the foot intentionally. Let your divine masculine or your divine counterpart, if divine masculines are watching, let them discover it on their own, and when divine decides, because if you're going to push these thoughts onto them, then they're going to think that you're being obsessive and controlling and labeling, so just just ask him to Google it, my, let him find out. And often, because I work with so many clients on twin flame journey, right? Like, there are many instances when divine feminines come to me and tell me that, oh, my divine masculine actually asked me that, are we twin flames, because he figured it out on his own, or his friends or someone who's on a twin flame journey showed him the way or guided him to this. These miraculous stories have happened. But again, not necessarily when both of you are aware that you're twin flames, it's going to be immediate success either, because the twin flame path is treacherous and it's not going to be smooth, it's not going to be happily ever after like your Walt Disney stories. The reason why the inner work and the evolution and the healing and the awakening, all of this is necessary, it's not like some cookie cutter system. It's very unique, and I always say it depends on your past lives, how much work you have done, what experiences. See, you even have to heal because there was something to heal in the first place, right? And where does that come from? Present life, past life, galactic trauma. I'll definitely talk about it in one of my lives, like what exactly is galactic trauma. So there's so many instances where you guys are on the verge of trying to figure out what exactly is this journey about. And a lot of time goes just spending a lot of time thinking about the journey. So Moni says, I met him 2.5 years ago, and I have told two, maybe three people that I'm on this journey. This is a very private journey, and not easily shareable. Exactly. Don't tell, like, yeah, in fact, it's good that you have only told two or three people, because that's how it should be. Because the more people you tell, you're just going to be a clown. People are just going to like gossip about you, and that is unnecessary, especially when you're trying to vibrate higher. Why do you want to be the center of a gossip circle or controversy? You just want to be as you just want your space to be as clear as possible for your own spiritual growth and evolution. Yes, Mackenzie. A lot of people confuse that with a karmic connection, and sometimes it could be a karmic connection, and that's why in this group we offer the connection check as part of the free reading as well. And of course, if you guys ever want a twin flame check, I do it. You can buy it from my website, and I'll be able to go to the Akashic records and check whether you guys are twin flames or not. And also, I do like triple layer checking. I go to the Akashic records. I also go to the point where you were split, just to ensure, like there are no false records or anything like that. So I do a very thorough check to ensure that you know what journey you are in, and that saves you a lot of time and pressure, because there are a lot of people who may be in a karmic situation and confuse it with a twin flame journey and end up suffering. So those are the people who are like, they would tell you that, oh, I was in the twin flame journey and thank goodness I escaped from it because I realized it doesn't exist. So they were not even in a twin flame journey to begin with, so hence why they're saying that. And again, to each their own truth, their own principle, their own values, and there's no judgment. Sarah, it's up to you how much you want to tip. I don't have a particular amount. Hi, Marion. So good to see you. It's been a while. Oh, that's great, Mackenzie. Sarah say, friend thinks I'm just very good friends who puts up a lot. Friend has no idea. I'm sure she would think I was nuts. Yeah, exactly. But you also have to remember, everything is divinely guided in this journey. So there's no mistakes per se. I always teach my clients strategies. And it's so essential to know how to manage yourself with other people, and still survive in this journey. Yes. Anyway, guys, with twin flame checks, I double check all the checks. So I would say that we try our best. In fact, we are known for our accuracy as well. So if you guys get a twin flame check through this group, it's often very accurate, and I check it multiple times. Our readers check it, I check it again, and we ensure that we are giving you the best. So you don't have to feel the doubt, but of course, there will be some that may feel that, it's again your journey and there's no judgment. That's what I want to say. Oh no, Marion, you're not late at all. I mean, I just started like 30 minutes ago, and I'm only halfway through the topic. But so good to see you, and good to see you too, Sarah. Um, yeah, because this is a tough topic to talk about as well. Because you don't want to most important thing I want to say is, don't isolate yourself from your loved ones and family members because they're constantly telling you to move on, or telling you to do this or do that. You have to treat them with unconditional love, and after a while they will accept you for who you are as well. But you have to give people around you a chance as well. But please don't ever isolate yourself. Don't lose communication with people. Don't talk about the journey. Simple as that. If people don't understand, you don't talk about it. That's all. But don't cut yourself off because you feel like you're being judged, or deprive yourself from like family holidays, or meetings with your friends. Don't, because these are essential, because a big part of the journey is that you're figuring it out on your own. So you don't want to cut off your social circle either. You still, and a whole part of the journey is to understand that you should accept everything as well, just like how you don't want the others to judge you, you don't want to judge them either. Oh, good to see you, Marian. Oh, life's been busy. Yes, I've noticed. I hadn't seen you in my lives for a while. But no worries. So glad to see all of you all here. And yeah, so don't cut anyone off, don't isolate anyone off, and also remember, you are only put in the path of your twin flame when the marriage is already breaking or anything like that. And please don't ever stress or pressure your counterpart to leave their person, because that's not how it works. The divine would never cause disruption or misdirection in other people's life. And often, if you are stuck in a situation where your divine counterpart is with someone else, or let them make the decision on their own, because you still have to give respect to the 3D world and its customs and its values as well. You know, it's not just about you found your twin flame and you just want to get him out of the situation as well, but you have to also trust the reason why you have met your twin flame is also divinely orchestrated. So you have to trust the divine, you have to trust God that you will be together again. Oh, I'm sorry, Mackenzie, to hear that. Well, he needs to awaken and grow up and figure things out. Samantha, I feel like most people don't understand why I don't want to date. Yeah, exactly. I try to phrase it with them that I'm focusing on myself, healing myself, but still get mad with blank stares. Oh, that is all the time. As long as you're a woman, people are always going to ask you, are you single, are you single, or are you married? And if you tell them you're single, they'll wonder. People just don't respect, and this goes to men as well. People feel like you need to be attached to someone, if not they have to intervene and help you out. Or if you are single for a very long time and don't date, they think you're weird, so they just want to judge you. And the whole irony is that people who are married or in relationships are not exactly extremely happy either. So, why would you, even for people who are not on a twin flame journey, my guidance to you as a psychic would be follow your heart, don't settle. There was this article I was reading about, when someone is settling for marriage, it really means they have the losing end of the stick. Because when you are settling, you tend to lose your identity. You tend to lose your own intrinsic value. So never settle or never get married or never enter a relationship because you want to look good in front of society, because that is only going to put you in more positions of challenges and trouble eventually. Marian says, yes, Vash, in this TF journey, it's very difficult. A lot of changes in everything, but I know I have to trust and exactly, it's all about trust and surrender, because there is no, there is no, there is no particular pathway in this journey. You just have to trust God. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust the journey. You have to trust your DM. You have to trust that things are meant to happen. So just imagine, right? Before you entered Earth, not even imagine, this is the story for most twin flames who are real twin flames. One counterpart goes to Earth first, and that they get mangled up with. And this is the topic I said I was going to talk about this week, but I forgot, and I will talk about this topic in depth next week. All right, the point is, when when you project as two different individuals, one soul in two bodies on earth, you start having individual experiences. You get mangled up in karmic connections, NPC involvement. You get all of this. And often, I always say, no one is bound to karma. Karma is a very 3D thing, it's very earth based. Often you give the permission to be bound to karma. So, in other words, you are the ones who have put it within you that you have to balance this, you have balanced that. Truth is, nothing can be balanced. It's like which came first, the egg or the chicken situation. Example, you decide to reincarnate to balance something out with this person. Then you're going to create more karma. So, the whole point is to exit the samsara cycle, right? So, when enlightenment and self realization and evolution are so important, you guys, as twin flames, being fixated just with the 3D aspect of the connection may not exactly bring you to the whole external, not external, the entire proximity of the journey. So, in other words, you have to focus on everything. When you're a twin flame, it's about awakening from everything. It's about awakening to reality. It's about getting rid of all these brainwashing and ideologies and mind washing and ancestral. See, a lot of it is even in your upbringing and your DNA because that's what your parents were taught, and their parents taught them that you have to erase all of this programming. And then, when you're completely free, that's when you start to understand what this journey is, and you realize is a big part of the journey is to awakening to the truth of who you are and how you guys can get together and leave earth in old age. All right, so this is not some kind of terminating, because you see, that's the thing. When you vibrate at 7D and above, you're automatically at that frequency to leave earth without being recycled. But in order to get there, and the twin flame journey is one of the journeys that gets you there. Just like how there are individuals who spend thousands of years in caves trying to get enlightenment, same thing. For twin flames, in fact, it's like both of you are doing the work and together you become one. So, in other words, you have split it because you're one soul, right? So, the divine feminine aspect is doing all of this realization, and the divine masculine aspect is doing all of this realization. And when you guys get together, you become whole, and then you go on in the path of evolution to other planets, etc. See, Sarah, really, thanks for sharing that. Sarah says, I did that and married totally the wrong person, but the universe finally saw me through. But I made the choice due to societal beliefs. See, and this is the case of 90% of human marriages today. In fact, it's higher, but there is still true love, um, even those who are not in twin flame connection. So that 10% is for them. But unfortunately, people marry for the sake of society. It's like people do everything for other people. So you guys become extreme people pleasers that you forget who you are on a soul level. And Mackenzie, you really, really have to. It is true, as a woman, you get a lot of jabs about getting older, as you said. But the truth is, if the marriage is failing, they're not going to be there to help you repair it either. So these people are probably suffering in their own marriages and hence make all these jabs. That's why I said priority. It goes down to what you want. If you want kids, then think about egg freezing or think about doing other things, or, you know, organize your life path, because the twin flame journey is not going to happen in your whim or wish. It's, even though it is you in another body, it is still going to take time for healing and awakening and growth and everything else. So if you want, like, really, really so badly want family and children, then you will have to look at other ways. And thank goodness, with technology nowadays, you've got a lot of ways you can do egg freezing, adoption. There's so many ways. But the truth is, once you're on a twin flame journey, nothing else would matter anymore. Even though you may be ingrained and conditioned to believe this is how you want your life to be, a lot of people will feel a void. It's like they look at other people, they'll be like, oh, I wish I had that. But when you're on a twin flame journey, after a while, when you have gotten to that path of complete detachment, it wouldn't matter anymore, because even if you had it with anyone else, you're not going to be happy unless you're with your divine masculine. Another big thing, a point I wanted to raise, and again, one of my clients raised this, was that you don't want to be with an unhealed and unawakened divine masculine either. That is going to drive you nuts. So, hence, it's so important to take one step at a time and to live life in your own principles. And that's what you have to be thankful for the 21st century, because you can pretty much be who you are and people have no right. So be grateful that you're not in the 16th century or the 15th century where you'll be forced to get married. At least now you have a choice. Not everyone has, but if you completely surrender to God, you always have a choice. Remember, it is your freedom, and always think about the other person. Do you want to destroy another person's life? That person could be a soulmate or a karmic. Often, if it's a karmic, you would. But like I said, no one is born by karma. Often, you can clear karma by just going to 5D within you, astral travel, and forgive whatever you want to forgive. Because all of this that you're holding back is your own doing, right? So, hence, you have to totally see it in this way. If you are going to be a society people pleaser, then the twin flame journey is going to be the hardest ever. And if you're going to settle, a lot of people, like Sarah, in your case, you haven't met your twin flame, or Karen, you haven't met your twin flame. So you guys went into these marriages because you didn't know such a journey existed. But once you know you're a twin flame, and often you won't, but of course there's always one or two that fall through the cracks, then you're still going to end up hurting the other person that gets involved. So do what you want to do. Again, there is no rules, there is no particular path. It's you, your journey, your life, and your decision to make. But most important thing is you do anything with conviction and with your own devotion to God and the journey. That's why I always ask God, always sit down and talk to God, and ask, am I doing the right thing? Society believes, thanks Sarah for raising that, society beliefs are not meant to give you a fulfilling life or a peaceful life or a happy life. Anything that's out there is only designed to trap you on earth further. Like everything, from a freaking contract to jobs, you're just designed to be trapped. You see, every human being is so stressed out by work and responsibilities, they don't even have time to focus on them, meditation, spiritual growth, evolution, and they just go by the wind, and life goes on, and then they're recycled again. Recycle, and then by fluke, people decide to walk the path of spiritual awakening at some lifetime. So as a twin flame, count yourself lucky, because God is sending you a direct message that this is the time to work on yourself and to awaken. The thing is, there is no awakened stage. Either you're awakening constantly, because that is part of the evolution as well. All right, guys, I just wanted to rest my voice. So again, the reality is society would view you like you're mad. And Mackenzie, you raised a lot of points. Society is going to pressure you to get married, especially when you are in cultural situations where in your culture you have to get married by a certain age. It is. Again, I'm not here to tell you to do this or do that. This is 100% your own doing, your own choice. Whether it's right or wrong, that is for you to decipher, because there is no right or wrong in the twin flame journey. But however, you still want to respect other people's feelings and values. And that's why you don't intervene so much and leave certain things to the universe and God when there are obligations or karmic connections or things. Sometimes the separation phase is to turn the focus inward. Secondly, if you are going to be so weak to fall for society's whims and norms, then maybe you may be on this twin flame journey, but maybe you're not seeking union in this lifetime either. Because if you are seeking union, you have to completely get rid of all of that debris within you in order to reach that vibration of 7D to get into union. So the 7D vibration is not only essential for twin flame union, like I said, exiting the matrix too. So either way, if you raise yourself to 7, you're not going to lose. But how do you raise yourself to 7? Is to truly do inner work and to be spiritually awakening, right? Or enlightened. So again, society will view you with madness, but what you want to do with it, it's entirely up to you. Some strategies I would suggest is don't talk about this journey to other one. Don't get excited. Don't stalk your divine masculine either. Just treat it as this is the time. Like treat it like you're on a mission right now, and your mission is to be in separation, and separation is part of the mission. You by you disrupting or interrupting or forcing your DM to talk to you is not going to work. You just have to trust the journey. And if you can't even trust the journey, then you might not even be in the journey. So that is something to talk about, think about as well. Another thing is coping strategies. It is a lonely journey, and that is the whole point. It is not a lonely journey. Initially it may look like it's a lonely journey, but you need the time by yourself to figure things out on your own. Secondly, if you're going to romanticize this connection, then you're going to be stuck too. This journey is not about romanticization or happily ever after like our dearest Walt Disney presents to the world. There is a lot of work involved. Even if you get into union, most twin flames, we get into union mission based only. And also for evolution, many reasons. But if you're going to romanticize this connection, or you're doing it because you don't want to be pressured by your family, then it is, you're going to be prepared for everything in this journey, because the waiting game can be anywhere between a couple of weeks to a couple of years to many years. It could even be decades. So if you're not willing to accept these realities in the twin flame journey, then maybe the twin flame journey isn't for you, or you're just not prepared in this lifetime to. So again, you'll be given another chance in another lifetime. So again, Mackenzie raised a good question. What happens if only one twin waits for union and the other doesn't? See, that's the whole point, Mackenzie. It all happens in divine timing. So if you're really going to think as your twin flame as being separate to you, then, and again, the waiting or the wanting is not for the other person. The waiting and the wanting is the time for you to work on yourself. So you have to like completely reverse the way you look at things. I'll definitely do a topic more about this in the future, so that I can give more in-depth guidance on that. Exactly. So yes. So Mackenzie says yes. Divine has taught me I be wanting and yearning for him so bad that he pops up unhealed. I see why he was kept. Exactly. So if you're going to force some kind of 3D union and your divine counterpart is not awakening or still has a lot of healing to do, then you're going to have a very miserable life. So this is what happens. Some twin flames are like, oh, I was together with my divine counterpart for this and this many years, and then we went into separation, and now only now I realize that our whole journey has started because I'm truly awakening. Unhealed is going to be like a 3D connection, and I'm not saying all 3D romantic connections are bad. Most are, but there's still 10% that people are genuinely in love with one another. So, all love and grace and respect to them. Again, divine blessings and guidance. Again, they are also divinely blessed and guided. But most of the time, most people are just mismatched. And that is the sad reality. And most people who pressure you are in unhappy situations themselves. Like I said, people want you to join their club so that you guys can suffer together. That is what the world is about. If they are suffering and struggling, they want to push you in to the same kind of situation that you so that you guys can suffer and struggle and complain about it together and think that it's normal. Well, it's not. So yes, so the basic strategies are, if your family or friends or your loved ones don't understand, then stop talking about it. If you think that you're being pressured constantly, tell them to give you your space, because you respect theirs, they can respect yours too. But continue having meaningful connection with your family and friends, because your true loved ones will support you regardless. So these are the strategies to cope. It's going to be difficult, so you have to keep finding a way, to to survive this, but you will. That's why keep connecting to God, keep praying to God, keep talking to God, and you'll be fine. And when you have that strong connection with the divine, with God, you'll be completely fine. All right, guys, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'll go into channeling again. Thank you so much, everyone, for your generous tips. I'm really grateful for that. So, again, if you guys want to support the work I do and get some channeling as well, this is my PayPal link. Also, guys, I have introduced many more new healings and services on my website. Please do check that out too. And I will definitely continue introducing more stuff to really help you in your healing journey. So, do feel free to browse through. I will highly recommend the soul realignment because that is like a must for anyone seeking awakening, because that really removes of all those like implants and programming that has been stuck with you for many lifetimes. So I would highly recommend that. All right, guys, again, Madonna, I'm going in the order of the tips I've received. So I'll answer that question towards the end because people have started tipping me like even 72 hours before the show. So I'm just going to read the order. Again, just give me a couple of minutes. I hope you guys don't have any more questions with regards to this topic. And I will do the other two topics that I was talking about last week. I totally forgot about it. And I was going to do topics about the whole what happens when one twin enters the earth and then the other has to wait, and what is that about, and another topic as well. So, again, guys, this is the order. Let me read it out to you. So it's Shannon, Rachel, Mai, Shay. Oops. And then it's Dawn, Rebecca, Diana, Samantha, Stephanie, for Laura, Tamara, Nicole, and Marion. So this is the order. So, guys, if you have any questions when it's your turn, feel free to ask. And really, I really appreciate this generous tips. Again, I've been doing this. I was doing this for free for a very long time. But again, a lot of people suggested that, for LT energy exchange, this was necessary because everything is energy, right? Again, I know a lot of people have this misunderstanding that, oh, this is a gift from God, so you have to share it for free. But often, free things have no value or respect, and you guys know that. Anything that's given for free, even if it's the most expensive or high quality guidance or advice, people are not going to take it seriously most of the time. It's like the true energy exchange is not even in some kind of, it's more of the value. So, example, if someone, um, like food, if someone pays for a burger, then getting it free, the way they are going to appreciate the burger is going to be different. But that doesn't mean the quality, or like people always think poorly of anything that's free, but that doesn't mean free things are of no value either. There's so much of guidance and advice that I give away in my YouTube channel, and there are lots of beautiful sharings, but it's important to take what is necessary for you guys as well. So again, like a lot of other psychics tell me about that as well. There are a group of people who think that, like this gives, but you see, that's the thing, you're not exactly paying for the gifts, you're paying for the time of the practitioner. So hence, that's what you call a healthy energy exchange. So just wanted to clarify on that. Of course, it is a gift of from God and it needs to be shared, but also time and lives as well. You have to take that into consideration as well. Like, would you want that for yourself? Would you want people to just take advantage of you? So often that is how energy exchange works. Even in the first Reiki manual, like Reiki level 1, energy exchange is what's talked about. Healthy energy exchange. And that's how the whole world is, right? We live in an interdependent society. We even, you see, we take in oxygen and we give out carbon dioxide. That is the healthy energy exchange we have with plants. It's not like the plants just give you oxygen and you don't give them back anything in return. So it's the same thing with psychic work and services as well. So again, thank you all for honoring that and respecting that, and for all your generous tips, and also for those, get all my private services as well. A big thank you to you all, and I really, really appreciate that. Again, I have all of my content uploaded on YouTube for easy access, and it's available. And this is like so many years of work and channeling that I have been doing as well. So if you guys wanna like watch everything, it's all on YouTube. I think I have the link with the post. All right, guys, I will start the channeling in a moment. Oh, Moni, thank you so much. The tip is an appreciation for you blessing us with this wonderful wisdom and knowledge you're sharing by channeling. Thank you for all that you do. We all thanks, Moni. You're amazing, and really thank you for the last two topics. I probably, like thanks to you that we were able to talk about today's topic as well. With that, again, my heartfelt thank you to all of you. It is a tough journey, it is a tough life, but for you guys to have found yourselves, many of you, I started working with you many years ago, from where you guys were, from where you are now, it's truly amazing. All grace from God, like so beautiful to just see you guys evolving and understanding and deciphering the many codes and doors of this journey in existence. Hello, Irene. So good to see you. I was just going to start on the channeling. So, with that, Shannon told me she wouldn't be here. And let me just see if Shannon had a question. Oops, she doesn't. So, what is in store for you as well? Hi, Q. Good to see you as well. All right. What is in store for you, Shannon, when you watch this? Well, don't get too carried away or stressed by what I meant by crossroads, all right? Crossroads are often a point in your life where whichever path you walk on, it's going to still lead you to the same destination. It's just that which way are you going to walk? Hence, with that, the choice that you're going to make right now is going to choose the pathway that you're going to walk on that is going to lead you to your divine masculine eventually. Whether the path is going to be a long path or a short path or a complicated path or an elevated path, it depends on you and how much soul work and evolution that you have been doing, and also deciphering what it is that you have to decipher as far as your spiritual awakening is concerned. So what exactly is going on with your divine masculine at the moment? Well, I am noticing a lot of, I feel like he's feeling very strange at the moment, like as though he is, lately he has been questioning reality, whole of existence, and this is a big sign that he is going to truly, he's going to start awakening more and more. I mean, he already started awakening, but now I feel like he's going to be awakening at a much more rapid rate, which means union will be much closer to you. And if you really notice that even though there are a lot of obstacles and challenges that are placed on your path, you are still not going too far away from your DM. And again, this is from the grace of God, divine blessings, and from the entire journey itself. So, in a way, um, the guidance that I'm getting for you from the universe is for you to just stay put, and again, not get too confused by what path you're going to take as well. Whatever path you take, it's still going to be beautiful, and for you to actually trust the journey and the process. So this is the guidance I'm getting for you, and the messages from your DM is that he is struggling a lot trying to figure out what is going on with his life at the moment, and he's trying to embrace the now, but at the same time he's completely confused as what's happening. But you are in his heart, in his mind all the time, and you give him a kind of comfort that he's quite bewildered by, like how could a person make such an impact even when they are not with him. So that's what he's feeling about you right now, because the impact you have made in his life is immeasurable and totally hot and sexy, and he has been also fantasizing a lot about you, thinking about a future together, thinking about how he can re-enter your life. So all of these thoughts and feelings are entrenched in his mind. So it is looking very promising. And with that, I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And wow, it's amazing because it's 11:11. Look, guys, it's 11:11. So again, that's a double confirmation from the universe for you, Shannon. And next up, I have Rachel. So Rachel's question was, how is he doing? Ah, well, Rachel, he's still going through a lot of anxiety and stress and fear, but please take it in a positive note, because this anxiety, stress, and fear comes from a place of catharsis, awakening, clearing. Your divine masculine is really going through what you call a reset. He's just flushing out all of those unnecessary things that has been holding him back, like programmings and years of mind washing and brainwashing, and he has decided to trust the journey. He decided to trust the momentum he has with you. So hence you might be mirroring that and feeling a bit startled as well. So yeah, that's what he's feeling, very startled. And of course he's missing you a lot. Everything, you fill up his senses, you fill up his mind, you fill up his thoughts, and there's this deep yearning for him to be with you, and hence this is the message he wants to tell you, that he is feeling a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of fear, a lot of anger at himself for not making this connection happen much faster. So there's a lot of regret and remorse, but yet again, he is also feeling very hopeful, and he wants you to trust him, trust the journey, and that he will come back to you. And he is apologizing to you for all those years that you guys could have been together, but he's also saying that everything was meant to be. And when you guys actually get together, it will be so beautiful that you would totally comment to him that this was worth the wait. So that's what I have for you today, Rachel. And next up, I have got my. So, my, are you here? I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes. Hi, Lisa. Good to see you. All right. So, maybe. Yes, my. All right. So, do you have a particular question, or would you just like me to do a general channeling? All right. So what am I picking up? So as far as your chakras, I am seeing a breakthrough with this throat chakra. So do expect more communication, and also sure, Don, I'll just save that question. So I'm just going in order of the tips I've received. So I will go for your friend first. Okay, sorry about that, Mai. So yes, as far as your chakras are concerned, his throat chakra is definitely awakening at a rapid rate. So he's definitely going to ask you more and more questions about the twin flame journey, and he might even hint that he might start talking more and more about about how sacred your connection is with one another, and he might even hint. So the guidance I'm adding for you is that just go with the flow, let him do all the speaking and let him do all the figuring out, and eventually when it comes to that point of truth, he himself would tell you that you are his divine feminine. So that's what I'm foreseeing you. I'm also seeing a major crown chakra awakening for your divine masculine, which is a very good sign because he's connecting to the multi dimensions more strongly. So I'm also seeing a lot of astral travel, individual astral travel, just him trying to discover a lot of things, the truth about your journey, about your lives, why you are here, why you're in this situation, why there's so much pain as far as this journey is concerned. So there's a lot of soul exploration your divine masculine has been doing. You guys have been meeting um, in 5D a lot as well. So I do note a lot of 5D communication between the both of you, but definitely union is very close right now, and anytime you guys can just get together and totally kickstart this journey together in full embrace. So that's what I'm getting. So your divine masculine, what are his messages for you? Your divine masculine wants you to know that he is so nervous and he's so panicky that he might say the wrong thing to you. So he's also threading the conversations very carefully because he doesn't want to say something to push you away. So I'm sensing a lot of fear. And actually, that's what he wants to tell you, that he's dead scared. He's so afraid that he might make the wrong move and then everything will topple down and then he has to rebuild it all over again. But he also wants you to know that he loves you through madness and beyond anything, the label or meaning or connection or whatever. He is so in love with you and he just can't wait to see you. And he can't wait to talk to you and embrace you and do everything with you. So that is what I am channeling for you, Mai. And yes, but there's a lot of nervousness, but in a good way. So it will be very good. The meeting that you're going to have with him tomorrow is going to be very, very, it's going to be very, very soul transforming for the both of you. So it's going to be very meaningful, and I would say expect the unexpected, Mai, because you are in for a lot of surprises in a good way, and any conversation from now on is going to be completely soul transforming. And what are your guidance team telling you? Your guidance team wants you to just go with the flow, just let him do all of the figuring out and come to you, and let him have that moment of like, this is what it was, and then you could just enjoy that moment together. So that's what I'm getting for you today, and I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. You're most welcome, Mai. And Mai says, love your channeling, helps so much, truly grateful for you. That is, thanks a lot, Mai, means a lot, and I really really appreciate that. All right, I have got Shay, and then I'll read the order to you guys. Just a moment. So I'm just ensuring that I do this so that I don't miss anyone. Shay. All right, after Shay, I've got Dawn. So, Dawn, I'll do for your friend first, and then I'll do for you after. Okay, so this will be for Chris. So, after Shay, it will be for Chris, and after that, I have got Rebecca, Diana. See, I'm trying to create a list here so that I don't have to keep looking at my emails. I've got Rebecca, I've got Diana, I've got Samantha, I've got Stephanie, I've got Dawn, I've got Tamara, I've got Nicole. Nicole. Oh, Nicole says, thank you for doing this Facebook podcast. Oh, you're most welcome. Really appreciate that. Nicole means a lot. I've got Marion. I've got Irene. And I've got Q. All right, so I've got the order here. Oh, Shay. So, Shay, do you have a particular question or do you just want me to do a general channeling? Because I don't see any question here. All right. So, what is going on between the both of you? I see a lot of tension, especially coming from his side, and that tension is mixed up with guilt and fear, and it's like he's been extremely hard on himself as he should be. But again, I feel like your divine masculine is being extremely hard on himself, like as though he's just punishing himself for being the way he's being to you. Like there's so much he wants to do, but yet he holds back on a lot of his thoughts and feelings. It's as though he just wants to just not cause you any more suffering or pain anymore, and he just wants to end it. But then at the same time, he's not able to end it either, and he thinks that this suffering is inevitable. And he's also looking at the joy, he's focusing on the happiness and joy you bring towards each other, and that's the only anchor that brings him up to the point where it's like this is worth fighting for. But at the same time, he hates troubling you or putting you in states of pain or panic, and so he's seeking your forgiveness. So the messages I'm getting from him to you would be that he just wishes things were better between the both of you, and that he could do a better job in treating you like the queen you deserve to be treated. But at the same time, he's lost, he's weak, and he's not even able to share it with you because he doesn't want to cause you any kind of pain or stress. But he wants to assure you that no matter what, he will never, never, never give up on the journey, because it's like it would be the end of him. The moment he forgets you, or if he even thinks about forgetting you, that it is. He won't have life in his being anymore. So hence he wants you to know that he will never, never, never forget you or keep communicating with you. And even though it's tough, he wants to assure you that he will try his best to make things more stable in the future. And he also wants you to know that he misses you a lot, and in fact he misses you more than you miss him. And it's really tough for him given his situation. He's just not able to just be there all the time for you, but that's what he wants as well. He wants to be there for you all the time because he misses you so much. He just wants to be in the moment, because only with you is he truly living. He feels like he's dead when he's not with you. So, this is what I am channeling from him. And what your guidance team wants you to know, Shay, is don't doubt. Everything is going perfectly as per the divine plan, and just to keep trusting journey and trusting God, and everything will get better soon. And 2024 is going to be a beautiful year where things are just going to jump miraculously, and you guys will get together in no time. So I hope you have enjoyed this channeling, Shay. And then next up, I have got Chris, Dawn's friend, and this is the question I get. Can you see if my friend Chris has any message from her father coming through at the end? And all right, so this is what I am getting. So what I'm getting from Chris's father is that what I'm getting is independence. I'm getting the word independence a lot, like as though he wants to tell you that he's very proud of you for independently handling a lot of things, and you have exceeded his expectations in a lot of ways. he had a lot of fear when you were born because he was extremely protective of you, Chris, like always, even when you were growing up. And he had a lot of fear how you're going to survive this big bad world. But right now, he's very, very confident that whatever battle or whatever obstacle that is placed on your path, you will be able to take it on and win it. And he's saying that he's so proud of you, at the person you have become and the person you are going to become. And his love and support will be there for you forever and ever. And he just wants you to say that there's a bit of guilt. He just wished that he had done things better when you were growing up, but he wants you to know that he tried his best as a father to do things in the best of his ability to make things as fruitful as possible for you. And hence, he wants to say that if there's anything, if there's any anger that you have towards him, that he apologizes for that, because he would have never wanted that. And some things were beyond his control, and he had to do what he had to do given that circumstances at that time. Also, there's also a lot of pain and fear coming from within because he wished he had done more things for you and the family and his own life, saying that he wished there were better choices he made when he was growing up. And but at the same time, he feels he's at peace because he's able to communicate this. And he also wants you to know that he is going to be always there for you no matter what, and for you not to worry ever, and that you can count on him as a father to support you in any way possible. And he loves you so much, and he would do anything and everything for you. And he's just seeking your forgiveness, for he feels that he might not have done the best. And he says that he couldn't say these things to you in person, so he's saying it now because this is what his soul feels called to say. But he just wants to say that he's incredibly proud of you and impressed by how far you have come in life and by your independence. He's completely amazed by that. So I hope you have enjoyed that mediumship. I hope you have enjoyed that channeling, Chris. And I know it might be a lot to take in. You see, I feel like your father is still coming through with messages. He's saying that it may be a lot to take in, but you will be fine. And his love for you is always there unconditionally, forever and forever, and for infinity and eternity. And he just wants to say that he loves you. All right. So next up, I have got Rebecca. I don't know, Dawn, if your friend is here, but I hope I have given her what she was looking for. Rebecca, are you here? All right, Rebecca may not be here. Let me see if Rebecca has a question. No. So again, Rebecca, I am seeing a lot of snow. I'm seeing a lot of playfulness. I'm seeing a lot of wonder. I'm also seeing a lot of communication between you and your DM in 2024. So there's going to be a lot of 3D physical communication. It's no longer going to be 5D. So it is going to be a very, very pleasurable year. And what God and the universe want you to know is that you've earned it, Rebecca, and things are just going to turn around at a pace that you have completely not expected. So it's going to be a very joyous 2024. Of course, there's a lot of inherent conversations that both of you will be having. There are going to be some tough ones. The universe wants you to know that you will survive. And in fact, there's going to be a lot coming from your divine masculine, Rebecca. There's a lot of pent up emotions and feelings and thoughts, and there's going to be a lot of that coming through. Also, I am sensing that there is also a lot of I'm also sensing there's a lot of pent up anger, anger at himself. So your divine masculine is having a lot of anger towards him for letting you go away. Like, so he's feeling a lot of guilt for not working harder, or for saying those words that were necessary for a lot of things to happen. So he's in a lot of guilt, and he's a lot of fear, he's in a lot of anger, and he's in this state whereby he's just trying to figure things out a lot. But he also wants you to know that things are going to turn around, because he's going to come and be direct to you, and he's going to be very direct from now on. And this is this personal goal that he's having with him, that he's going to be direct and honest with you about how he feels towards you. And what he feels towards you is that he's incredibly attracted to you, he finds you incredibly beautiful, and both internally and externally and in every way possible, and he cannot spare another day being without you. So that is what I am getting for you, Rebecca. There's so much love, and there's a lot of pent up anger at himself, like I was saying. So this is what's going on with him. But like I said, 2024 is going to look amazing. So it's going to be a bit crass when you guys going to meet in 3D. There's going to be a series of arguments, but those are necessary for you to really understand what was going on between the both of you. And that is going to come from him. So he will have a lot to say, Rebecca. And there is also going to be moments of surprises and joys. I definitely see relocation coming for you, and you're going to find yourself in situations and places that you never even dreamt of, but you desire deep down. So that's what's going to come through for you. And that's what's coming through for you, Rebecca. And finally, his messages to you would be that he's not going to be angry with you because he's angry with himself. And at the same time, he's also trying his best to do what he can. And given his present situation where he's very troubled with everything, finance, life, his career, his passion, he's at this crossroads where he's trying to really figure out what is his life. Like, he's going through like that moment, like that existential crisis where he's just questioning everything. And hence that's why a lot of anger is coming up through him. So this is what I have for you, Rebecca, and I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. Oh, Dawn's friend Chris says thank you so much. She cried. Oh, really? It was such a. In fact, I needed to take a few moments as well before I went back to twin flame channeling. There was a lot coming through from her dad, and I tell her that I am. It was. I'm truly honored to be able to do that reading for her, and I'm glad that it meant a lot for her as well. So again, guys, this is the order. Diana, Samantha, Stephanie, Dawn, Tamara, Nicole, again, just a few more people. I've put your question there. And Marion, Irene, and Q. All right. Diana said that she won't be around. So what do I have for you? So Diana is saying this. Oh, Diana is saying this. I'll most likely be watching this on replay, because I'm on a plane. But I just discovered late last night that W is back in town. Interesting times. Oh, exactly, Diana. That's exactly what I was telling you when we met. So yes. So again, expect the unexpected, because W is actually in town because he wants to actually have a heart to heart conversation with you. And the time has come. even though it might not be the most ideal time for you, but it's much needed for the both of you to clarify a lot of things between each other. Also, there is this dire need within him. The fire within him is like he can't wait any longer. It's been too many months, and there's so many things that he wants to ask you about. He wants to ask you for forgiveness as well for being the way he is, and he also wants to explain what he has been going through, a kind of a state of being extremely confused about himself and his role in this world, and then his overwhelming love for you. He wants to express it all. So again, Diana, I definitely see a meeting coming up, and my guidance to you would be just to let him say everything, because he has a lot to say and it's going to be hours and hours. And I see you guys having many romantic moments together, so it's going to be like a makeup phase that's going to come through between you. I definitely see children coming in the future, so 2024 is definitely going to be a year where you will be expecting, not expecting, you will also be expecting. Also, there will be a lot of surprises for you to expect as well. So it's going to happen all quickly, and before you know, both of you are going to become three, four, five, six, and seven, which means your family is going to really expand. But this month is very crucial. The next 2 months are very crucial for you and W, because a lot of beautiful moments are going to be born out. First, you guys are going to overcome the grief and pain together, and after that, it's going to be a joyous ride, because both of you will truly enjoy the twin flame love in this 3D plane and universe. And and guess what? You guys have earned it. I hope you have enjoyed that, Diana. And then Samantha. So, Samantha, do you have any questions for me? Or you've just sent me two hearts. All right. Oh, Nicole. Oh, okay. I will wait. I'll wait a minute for you until you come back. So you're not far off. I've got Samantha, Stephanie, Dawn, Tamara, and then it will be you, Nicole. So maybe in another 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, then I would be able to do your channeling. All right, Samantha. Let me drink water. I realize that I become so dehydrated during these lives. So, oh, so what is going on for you, Samantha, and what is going on for you and your divine masculine? Well, I see a clean break coming. I feel like he has already prepared everything he needs to do to tie loose ends as far as his previous life is concerned. So I feel like he's actually creating the route for a new future between the both of you. So that's what I'm picking up energetically. He's being very strategic at the moment. He's doing what he needs to do. He's making the arrangements he needs to make. He's also doing the necessary talking that he needs to do, so that when you guys get together, there won't be any kind of problems or interferences. You guys will be able to live in ultimate peace. So that's what I'm channeling for you. So the messages I am getting from your divine masculine is that he wants to apologize to you for the ride he put you through in the last couple of years, and he never meant to do any of those things to you. It was just the way it was. A lot of the time, he counts that as weakness because he was not able to completely be honest with you, because he just didn't want to alarm you, and he just felt very mushed up within. One thing for certain was that his faith and his love for you had never decreased but only increased over the years. And one thing he may not be certain, many things in life, but one thing he has been always 100% certain with you, and he wants you to know that as well. And he wants you to know that a new era is taking place for the both of you, and for you to be excited, to get excited about 2024, because that is going to be the year of magic. And he's also proud to say that he has cleared out most of the obstacles that is in the way between you and him uniting, and he wants to give you that fairy tale dream wedding, because that's what you deserve and beyond. So, your guidance team wants you to know, Samantha, that you are incredible, and your patience and devotion and trust in this twin flame journey is extremely beautiful, and you have survived all kinds of tests and tribulations and ordeals that have been put on your way, and that the whole universe is smiling on you because great times are coming for you, and you have earned it, and this was meant to happen. All of that pain was to create these beautiful moments that are going to come for you, Samantha. So that's what I am channeling for you. I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And I will go on to Stephanie. Stephanie, are you here? Stephanie. All right. I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds. So the order is Stephanie, Dawn, Tamara, Nicole, Marion, Irene, and Q. Again, guys, thank you all for your tips. They mean a lot to me, and I'm able to create more content for you guys. And again, this is part of the healthy energy exchange. In fact, it was all of you actually told me to do this, so I'm very, very grateful to all of you for that. So, Stephanie, do you have any question in particular? Before that, Samantha says, "Oh, thank you. Looking forward to our new beginning that's coming." Totally. We are all excited for you, Samantha. Stephanie, do you have any questions in particular, or you want me to just do a general channeling for you? I think you want me to. Oh, okay. So what I am actually picking up is that you're going to have a breakthrough coming in 2024. It's like suddenly you will notice that your life has completely turned around. Like you will be involved in a lot of missions, both knowingly and unknowingly. So I do see a little bit of movement as well. So you may be making choices or traveling to places where you are spreading a cause. That's one thing that I'm seeing for you. Also, another thing that you are surrounded by love. Your boy is with you, and he's like, in fact, he is actually aiding in you receiving a lot of downloads from the universe, and he's also sharing a lot of information to you. So I feel like there's a lot of communication taking place between you and your son at the moment. With the twin flame front, what I am picking up is that your twin flame is really in the verge of recognizing and acknowledging what she has for you is 100%. Also, for the fact that she has been confused all along, but yet with you, there has been clarity. It is very difficult for her to break through the conditionings that has been put through to her, but however, she wants to assure you is that she's confident that things are changing, not only for her and you, but for the whole world, and that she's going to flow through the tide and going to live a very authentic life. So, what I'm sensing is that there is going to be communication between the both of you in 3D, and it's going to come in a way that she's just going to just come to you and tell you that this is how it was, and she's also going to apologize for you that she wasn't there for you when you needed her the most, but she's going to assure you that she will always be there for you. And also she wants you to know that she has always been there for you, in fact in 5D, in the astral, and that she says that she dreams a lot about you. Like even now lately she's been dreaming a lot about you, as though you guys have been activated for a series of missions that would cause you guys to engage in a lot of things together and solo as well. Seeing a lot of layers and layers of depth going through between you, Stephanie. It's going to be a very it's going to be a very breathtaking couple of years that's being penned out for the both of you. So I'm seeing a lot of interesting things coming up in your life together in a very harmonious way. But you are definitely in the zone to 100% independent. So you're going to feel a lot of uh, burden being taken off for you. A lot of questions that you're seeking the answers to, you will get the answers. So this is what I'm picking up for you, Stephanie. I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. With that, I will go on to the next person, Dawn. All right, Dawn, this time it's for you. You had asked me a particular question, and oh, well, Stephanie is saying thank you. I felt Bradley so much the last few days. Oh, because he is, and he's going to be more and more. She's going to intensify more and more, Stephanie. Dawn, John, and work. Oh, not that message that you sent to me. I was so going to channel that for you. Oh, I'm just seeing your messages. Firstly, you will find a way to get the tickets for Scarlet, so don't worry about it. It will happen. John and work. All right. So, what am I picking up with work? With your work situation, I would say go towards the new opportunity. Get a lot of guidance from people you can learn from. That's what I'm picking up from. Not everyone is bad, but there are people who are conspiring. That is the reality of life, right? Like whenever you're successful and when you're promising, there's always going to be a lot of conspiracy. But the good thing is, there are people who really want to train you, groom you because they see real talent. So, this is going to be a massive learning period for you. And the place you're going to be received with a lot of welcome and growth and potential. So, you are going to be surrounded by people who empower you and you empower them. So it's going to be a very peaceful and exciting place you're going to work on. In other aspects of your work would be that the movement is necessary for energies to settle, because people know that those energies that are unsettling are completely unnecessary, but they have to pan out the way they have to pan out, because that is the whole point of the corporate toxic culture. Exactly, exactly. So empowering her, yes, Laura, yes. And Dawn, will I get the tickets before Christmas? Well, you will get the tickets before Christmas, but you got to be a bit strategic, and you got to like find windows without burning your pocket. But I just feel like you will be given that opportunity. Like the tickets will come to you in a way. So you have to be strategic and not let fear or emotions or stress get in the way, but rather like open yourself up to like situations where you will get those tickets. But the tickets are coming to you, and you guys will have a great time at the concert. So, in terms of work, all I have to say is that the path you're walking on is perfect, and everything will turn out. Whatever conspiracy is going on will settle too. In fact, it will be gone by the wind, that you'll probably even think that was it even there? Because whoever that's making all that noise, they're just unnecessarily trying to cause hindrance to your success. And people are not people know this kind of office politics, so people are much more aware these days of these things. So don't worry, you will get the tickets before Christmas, and they will come to you. And all I'm getting is be strategic, and you will get the tickets. Of course, Taylor Swift tickets are extremely hard to get as well, but you will get them. All right, Dawn, I hope I have answered your questions. And I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And I will go on to Tamara. So, Tamara, do you have a particular question? All right, I don't see a question. So, Tamara, are you here? Or you're welcome, Dawn. Is there anything else you want me to channel for you? Besides that, everything will be amazing. So, all right, Dawn, everything will be amazing and everything will be in alignment. Just go with the flow. All right, Tamara. Tamara says, whatever comes through, your channeling is perfect always. Oh, thank you so much, Tamara. That means a lot. All right, so what am I picking up? I'm picking up a lot of water, and I'm feeling that you are going to get a lot of downloads, and you're going to receive more gifts. So, in other words, some gifts that have been dormant are going to awaken, and it's going to do with water. So, I see a lot of ocean and I see a lot of resetting taking place. I'm also feeling like you are going to discover portals in your travels that is going to create more avenues for your awakening, further evolution, further awakening, and somehow it is connected to your twin flame journey. So the downloads and the activations that you're going to receive in the next coming weeks are going to be crucial in your twin flame journey, because that's going to map out the missions that you're both supposed to do, which you had already planned out before coming to Earth. But this is the period that is very, very crucial. Hence, the next couple of weeks are going to be very enjoyable, and these activations and downloads are just going to come. It's like you don't even have to, it's just going to come as it may. But do spend a lot of time in water, in the ocean, because you are going to have that awakening. Because, like I said, you're going to experience certain portals in the ocean that is going to aid you in balancing certain vibrations around you. And you're also on a soul mission, which means you are unlocking certain grids where you are. So you are actually already on mission, and you're going to be activated for further mission. So the messages that are coming through from your divine counterpart is that I'm feeling that he's on a mission too. So whether he's aware or whether he's not aware, one thing is that he's very geared up to assist you and aid you in anything that the universe is going to put before you. I'm also seeing a lot of financial abundance and miracles coming your way, Tamara. So, one thing I'm seeing is that you will suddenly find yourself extremely lucky in situations. So, it could be example, you buy a lotto ticket, chances of winning is high. Or if you just go and play those games for fun, like those machines, you will definitely win a toy. Like right now, you are in a period of great luck. So anything that you touch is going to turn into gold. So I would say channel and garner all your energies into manifesting all that you want, materially, spiritually, anything that comes true. And this has got to do with you unlocking your latent gifts as well. So, as you're awakening to more of your psychic gifts, you'll realize that you're able to truly transform not only your life and your twin flames' life and your children's life, but many, many, many lives around you. I'm also feeling like you're going to get promoted at work. So, I do see some career related success coming your way as well, Tamara. So, this is what I'm picking up for you. So I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling, and I hope you have, and I hope I've answered all that you were seeking. With that, I will go on to the next person, Nicole. All right, Nicole, are you here? I'll give it a minute. And Tamara, is there anything else you want me to channel for you? I know it was a bit. general, but this is what I'm seeing for you. But one thing I can say is that great times are coming for you, and definitely I'm seeing a lot of surprises coming your way, Tamara. So, yes, so excited. Yes, Nicole. So, what is Carl thinking? He's always hot and cold. Well, Nicole, you know that that's part of the journey, and that hot and cold comes from himself. It's got nothing to do with you. So, whenever he feels closer to you, he becomes cold, and whenever he feels distance from you, he becomes hot. So, this is what's going on with you in terms of dynamics. And this has got a lot to do because he is not sure what this journey is about, what he feels towards you. But one thing is that he's certain that what he has with you is one of a kind, and he has never experienced this with anyone else. However, every time he gets closer to you, it seems like he goes into this panic mode, and hence that's why he becomes cold. And when I'm channeling his thoughts, what I'm saying, that he feels a lot of guilt whenever he leads you on and he pulls back, and he doesn't do it intentionally. He does it because it's too much for him to handle, and he hates disappointing you. And whatever he does is because he wants to make you feel better, but often he ends up doing the opposite. So he wants to apologize to you for his behavior, and that he wants to also assure you that things will get better, and that he's thinking in terms of trying to repair all of the pain and disappointment between the both of you, so that you guys can start afresh on a completely new plate. He's also saying that he has been thinking a lot about the future with you, which means he's planning up something, and that has got to do a lot with the past. Lately he has been having a lot of dreams, and they are dreams from your past lives together, and I feel like these dreams are helping him heal as well. So he's healing a lot of those fears, inherent fears of losing you. There was some tragedy that happened in your past lives that has been another reason why he has been hot and cold as well. So this is what's coming through for you, Nicole. And also, I feel that he's going through a transformation in his third eye as crown chakra. So he's going to be downloading more and more, which is going to give you further clarity in your journey. As far as you, what is going on is that it can be annoying and irritating, especially that hot and cold. But what your guidance team is telling you is to transcend past the 3D and to actually treat this hot and cold as his own projections onto you, rather than you being the trigger for his hot and cold. So it's actually the other way around. He is like doing it all wrong in his own mind. He wants to make things right, but he self sabotages. But one thing your DM wants to assure you is that he wants you to know that he is trying his best to be more stable, so that hot and cold will neutralize and he will become a better version of himself. And that is the promise that he wants to give you today. And the universe wants you to know that, Nicole, you have transformed greatly in the last couple of months, and for you to hang in there and keep becoming the beautiful women you are, and keep transforming, awakening, evolving, and creating magic on earth. And soon you guys will get together, and you will get the stability and security that you are seeking. So that's what I have for you, Nicole, and I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And I have got Marion, Irene, and Q. Sorry, guys, I know you guys have waited for a while, but I I have to follow an order. If not, I would miss someone. All right. So, Marion, are you here? See, this is when I slowly see, like one by one. uh, and again, guys, thank you all for being here. Oh, Tamra. Tamra is saying, always play scratch off lottery tickets, but actually keep getting pulled to actually play some numbers. And you have validated that for me. Thank you. Yes, if I hit that jackpot, many will be blessed along with me. Oh, Tamra, you're definitely hitting the jackpot. And yes, I'm so glad. Like, yeah, maybe it is time for you to play those actual numbers, and all the best to you because I can see you really, really winning big and really transforming the lives around you. You're going to create a lot of miracles for a lot of people. It's going to be so wonderful. So, yes, all the best to you. And Nicole, you're most welcome. And Marion, you are here. So, do you have a particular question, or shall I just do a general channeling for you? All right, I'll do the same. So, what's going on? So, in the last few weeks, what has transformed? So, lately, I feel like your divine masculine is feeling more and more. I'm sensing a lot of warmth. There is a lot of warmth that is going on between the both of you, meaning that there is a lot of compassion. Like your DM feels like he wants to help you more, but he's unable to because he doesn't know what to do. And there's a lot of warmth and compassion between the both of you because lately you have been supporting each other a lot with your own problems and issues in 3D. So you have been a great pillar of strength and support to each other lately, both 3D, 4D, 5D, and multidimensionally. But I also feel like your divine masculine wants to do more for you. Like he wants to like save you, you know. He's in his Prince Charming, warrior, knight in charmer energies right now, and he wants to just remove all the obstacles in your path so that you can have a beautiful path. Like he wants your path to be filled with flowers so that you don't have a thorn that will break you or hurt you. So I feel a lot of protective energies from him as well because he feels that things have been things are unfair to you at certain times and he wishes more love and light to you always. So there's this inherent fear from your DM that he may not get all of you and that you're always going to be in this situation. But however, what I am getting as far as your situation is concerned, that things are clearing out and your journey is actually becoming more and more promising as the day goes. And the reason why things have been the way it has been all along is for all these activations and downloads to take place. So, in other words, you guys have been awakening and evolving. Some you have been doing together energetically, some you have been doing it solo individually as well. So there's a lot of heightened soul level transformation that is taking place between the both of you at the moment. And hence there is this great sense of soul level transformation that you're both experiencing. The messages your divine masculine has for you in particular is that he wants you to like really trust him and the journey, and that he will never he wants you to know that he will never be the cause of your unhappiness, but he will only be the cause of your happiness always, because that's all he wants for you, and he wants to assure you that he will never hurt you knowingly, and even unknowingly that will never be the case, because like I said, he's in his warrior mode right now and he just wants to protect you. And further to it, Marion, there is also a big opening that is taking place right now. So, as far as the 2024 energies are concerned, I'm I'm also sensing a lot of unconditional love around you at the moment. You know, love from your family members. So there's going to be a lot of family reunions, a lot of travel, a lot of sightseeing. I also feel, and all of this, there's a multi layered purpose to it. So, wherever you may go, you are activating certain energetic earth codes, and this is part of your larger twin flame mission. So, your divine masculine may be doing the same as well. So, there's a lot of direct mirroring going on. But one thing that I'm getting as part of today's channeling is that you guys are going to bring this connection to the next level in 3D. So that is not very far off. And also, you are going to also balance off things from your past. And you may think that it's going to be very hard and challenging, but actually, it's going to be done with ease because you have the support from the universe, and God is always there with you. Your unconditional love and devotion is always admirable to the galaxies and the universe because you're such a pure soul. And anything that you do comes from the heart chakra, from the place of ultimate compassion and wisdom and love and beauty. And that's exactly what your divine masculine mirrors back as well. I'm also sensing a lot of sexual energy, sacral chakra awakening between the both of you. So there's a lot of feelings of romanticism between the both of you. I feel like your divine masculine is fantasizing a lot about you, and there's a lot of this astral travel taking place between the both of you. So in other words, you guys have been meeting a lot multidimensionally in the astral. So it is a period, like I would call this like a platinum period. A lot of things are happening energetically. I'm also seeing 17th dimensional frequencies coming through as well. So it's just unlocking more and more potential within you. I do feel that you will be embarking on further career opportunities. You're going to increase your education. You're going to learn more skills as your latent psychic abilities are also awakening. I also feel that your divine masculine may also embrace new opportunities coming his way. So I will say this is a period of growth. You may also feel that you need a lot of rest because it's a busy period for you. So a lot of things are happening, but they're all for the good. They're all headed in the right direction because you're expressing your love more and more in the 3D. And you're surrounded by love, you're surrounded also respect. You're going to receive a lot of respect and recognition from your surroundings. So it may be some kind of award you may receive in the next couple of months, some kind of recognition, and that is going to create a lot of joy for you. So this is what I am channeling for you, Marian. I hope you have enjoyed today's channeling. And is there anything more you would like me to channel? And please let me know. And again, I only have Areen and Q. Again, I don't know if Areen and Q are here. Because I know, again, oh my goodness, 2 hours. I didn't expect this live to go this long. All right. Areen, do you have a particular question, or do you want me to do a general channeling for you? So, what is in store for Areen and 2024? So, 2024 is going to be a year of miracles. It's going to just change. I'm actually sensing a lot of stability, emotional stability. You're going to start to feel like, hey, I never knew I could be this happy in this alignment and this peace with myself. So, this is going to be the theme of your life in 2024. You're going to be content where you are. And this is going to be extremely transformative. Again, I see you getting a lot of support from your twin flame, so that's extraordinarily beautiful. She's always supporting you. There's always so much love and support between the both of you, and it's so beautiful. And Aryan, really, you are going to actually live heaven on earth. So you're going to be in a lot of peace and contentment, and this is going to like magic spread throughout your life, which means you're going to embark in projects that are not only empowering to you and your soul, but it's going to empower others as well. So you are also going to find opportunities where you are able to financially grow and prosper. So what I am sensing is that you are going to embark in creative projects that is also going to give you a healthy income as well. So you're going to be at peace, you're going to pursue your passions, and you're also going to be paid for it. So it's going to be a very balanced life that I see for you and your twin flame in 2024. I also see that your connection with nature widens. So you're going to unlock your gifts. And the way to unlock them will be connecting with nature more and more. Go on those hikes and trekking activities. Spend a lot of time in nature, and you will awaken to more of your latent gifts. So, this is what I'm channeling for you. Also, your guidance team wants you to know that it's worth the wait. All of your suffering, all of your pain is turning into something beautiful. And you don't have to worry about going into um, dark night of the soul or anything like that, because 2024 is going to be a year of joy, peace, and happiness. And you are going to truly enjoy life, because all this while you haven't been. So the universe is nudging you to actually enjoy life and go on adventures, go and connect with nature, spend a lot of time with your loved ones, and truly let the magic take over you. I hope you have enjoyed that, Areen, and I hope I have covered everything I'm supposed to cover. And Marion says, more blessings to you, Vaisha. Appreciate all your healings and channelings. Can't thank you enough. Oh, you're most welcome. Marion and Areen, I hope I have answered everything that you were seeking, you're looking for. Finally, I have Q. Last one today. And again, guys, I still have energy for a few more channelings if you guys are up for it. If not, with Q, I'll be closing this session. So, Q, are you here? And I'm sorry that you had to wait so long. I know, guys, like waiting is always not fun. Again, guys, I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds. I'm also going to rest my voice. Again, guys, I'll highly recommend the soul realignment. I do installments. So if you guys are interested in any private healing or services, do contact me. We can work out a um, installment plan. I could start work even with a deposit. So let me know. I would highly recommend. I've introduced a whole new bunch of healing, so I'll highly recommend them to all of you. So do check out my website. Also, guys, I would highly urge you guys to embrace the new year with a lot of joy, because 2024, again, 2024 is a number 8, and number 8 is the infinity symbol as well, and number 8 is also the birth of new things. And to also, so 2024 is going to be a miraculous year generally. So again, I don't know if Q is around. I will start channeling for you because it's already 2 hours. So guys, do check out my website. This is my store. All of my private services are listed here. But of course, if you want to customize something for you, you can always contact me. Again, thank you all for your tips. And Q, I'm going to start with Q's channeling. I think Q is not here. So Q, what is happening? What is in store for you? You both are missing each other a lot. There is a lot of pain and a lot of sadness between the both of you, because you're just missing each other a lot, but also stability, strength, and more frequent meetings are not far off. You guys are going to see each other more in 2024, and that's going to turn into stability. I even see you guys moving in with each other. So that is incredibly promising. I'm also noticing a huge solar upgrade. So, in other words, multidimensionally, your nadis are upgrading too. Your mini chakras are also upgrading, which is a great sign of transformation and activations. I'm sorry about that. So, Q, I'm also picking up a great transformation in your sacral root and heart chakra. You guys are mirroring as well. I'm also feeling that your divine masculine is going to have more in person, heart to heart conversations with you. So that is going to be very soul transforming. So, what you're both seeking is stability, and you're both seeking is stability, security, and comfort. And you're going to get all of this in 2024. Seeing a lot of magic coming in for you both. as you are both embracing, starting to embrace the now more. It has been very difficult for your divine masculine because you see, as a man and as a DM, distance has always been a triggering factor for him. But now he's finding ways and solutions to bridge the gap. So I do see you guys meeting up and spending a lot of time together, and I see a lot of intimacy going on, soul level intimacy, soul level intimate exploration going on between the both of you as well. I'm also picking up that you are going to enter a period of evolution, the next stage of evolution, and you're both going to enter it together. So I see a lot of admiration. Your divine masculine has a lot of respect and adoration for you. So that's only going to continue to grow. You guys are going to get together and explore a lot of worlds and dimensions internally and externally together. You're going to have a lot of travel that you might be doing together. But importantly, you are going to experience a lot of stability next year. So that's what I'm channeling for you, Q. And I hope you have enjoyed this channeling. And guys, if there's no one else, oh, Laura, thank you so much. Laura says this was wonderful. Listen, catch you next week. Absolutely, Laura. Laura, looking forward to seeing you next week. Thanks for staying here till the end for 2 hours and 10 minutes. And Mackenzie says, I love your curls, by the way, very soft and whimsical. Oh, thank you. That's my natural hair. I remember back like 10, 15 years ago, I was so into like straightening my hair and I never embraced my curls. But the last couple of years, I just embrace, I just love my curls. So thank you so much, Mackenzie. Really appreciate that. And again, all the best to you. Don't worry about society. You live life in your own principle. And that's what I'm getting from the universe for you, Mackenzie, is to just live life with your own purpose. Of course, society is going to pressure you to do anything and everything, but at the end of the day, it is your choice. Never succumb to the pressure, and everything will be all right. And things between you and your DM will continue to evolve and grow, and you guys will get together. So, with that, I am going to end today's live, and I hope I've answered all of your questions. And thank you all for being here. Love you all, and I'll come back again with other topics. The topics that I said I was going to do last week, I'll do them next week. So I'm going to make that as a note. And also, if you guys are interested in buying a private service, feel free to visit my website. With that, I will see you all next week. Take care and love you all. Mackenzie, don't worry. As far as you are in a twin flame relationship, there's always going to be differences, but these differences are what's that's going to get you both together. So don't worry, everything will be all right. Just trust God, trust the journey, and everything will happen. Well, that's what divine masculines do, you know. You can ask any other divine feminine out there. And the thing is, eventually he will realize what he's doing is not exactly right, and he will come through. That's all I can say. With that, take care. Love all of you, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful time and enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you all next week. Take care and love you all.